morning, dear students. I am Miss NAVEDA SHAIKH from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Naveda Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we'll be learning a very interesting chapter from your E.V.S.1 textbook, that is Busy at Work, Our Internal Organs. Now, this chapter is very interesting because we'll be getting to know more about our body and our organs which are there placed inside our body. So, it is very interesting to know something about our body. So, let us get started and learn something new and interesting. Now, there are various processes in your body like respiration. When you're sitting idle, you can count how many times are you breathing in, right? So, if you do that, you will come to know that when you're breathing in and breathing out, that is one process that is happening in your body, that is respiration. When you're eating food, that time you are there are few organs which are there inside your body which are helping you to digest that food. That is, digestion is going on inside your body. Same way, there are certain other organs like your brain who is performing different function, like the nervous system. Okay, you have kidneys in your body that are helping you to give out the waste product from your body through the excretory system. Okay, so there are various processes like respiration, digestion, which are going on inside the body continuously with the help of certain organs. So let us learn something about these processes and the organs that carry them out. Here you can see there are a few there are a few organs, images of the organs which are there inside your body, and I know many of you all know them as well. There is the first one is the kidney, which is helping you to remove the waste product from your body through the urine. Then you have lungs. Lungs are very important in the process of respiration, means during breathing. जब हम लोग सांस लेते हैं, सांस रिलीज करते हैं, in that process, lungs are very important organ. Same way you have the heart. Heart is extremely important. From the time you were in the womb of your mother till the time we die, you have this very important organ. Now, why I'm saying that? Because this is the reason why you are alive. The moment the heart stops to beat, people die. Okay, so heart is very important organ in your body. Then you have your brain. Brain is like the main operating system in your body, जो हर चीज को बताता है कि क्या करना है. ठीक है, so it is telling the digestive system to help when you're eating food. It is telling your mouth to chew the food, telling your organs to digest it. ठीक है, same way when you're breathing, it is telling the lungs to breathe, take in oxygen and give it to all the parts of the body. Same way you have the brain telling you to, if there is any danger, you tend to try to protect yourself. अगर बहुत ब्राइट लाइट आती है तो हम लोग हमारी आंख बंद कर लेते हैं. ये सब हमें ब्रेन बताता है. ठीक है. Then you have liver, which is also a very important part in your digestive system. We will be talking about that later on. Then you have the stomach. The stomach is very important in the process of digestion. ठीक है. So we'll be learning about each and everything in detail in this chapter. So let's continue. The very first system that we're going to talk about today is our lungs and the respiratory system. So here you can see the lungs, which are the most important part of the most important organ of the respiratory system. Now, why do I say that it is very important? First, let us understand about what is respiratory system. The cells of the human body require a constant stream of oxygen to stay alive. हम लोग की हर एक सेल को ऑक्सीजन की बहुत ज़रूरत होती है ताकि हम जिंदा रह सकें. ठीक है, और अगर हम लोगों को वो ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिलेगा तो क्या होगा? We will die. Okay, so in order to stay alive, we need oxygen. और ये ऑक्सीजन कौन प्रोवाइड कर रहा है? The respiratory system. ठीक है, the respiratory system provides oxygen to the body's cell while removing carbon dioxide gas. Okay, now I'll give you a very simple example. You must have done this at home also. अगर हम लोग रबर बैंड बहुत देर तक हमारी उंगली के ऊपर बांध के रखते हैं तो हमारी उंगली नम हो जाती है, ऊपर का जो पोर्शन है वो नम पड़ जाता है। क्यों? बिकॉज वहां पर ब्लड पहुंच नहीं रहा है। ब्लड क्यों नहीं पहुंच रहा है? बिकॉज यू हैव दैट रबर बैंड और द थ्रेड टाइड ऑन द फिंगर। ठीक है, उसकी वजह से हमारी ऊपर की जो टिप हो जाती है वो नम हो जाती है। Now why is it becoming numb? Because there is no oxygen being supplied over there. ठीक है, so oxygen is very important in your body and each and every part requires oxygen. So as we need oxygen, we take in air. ठीक है, our body is designed in such a way कि हम लोग air जो available है atmosphere की वो air inhale करते हैं। ठीक है, और हमारे लंग्स स्पेशलाइज्ड है इस तरीके से कि दे टेक इन ओनली ऑक्सीजन, ओके, नॉट अदर गैसेस। दे टेक इन ऑल द गैसेस बट दे मेक यूज ऑफ दिस ऑक्सीजन गैस टू एंड प्रोवाइड टू ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी। ठीक है, as we need air, water and food to live, it is necessary for the body to get a continuous supply of oxygen. We get this oxygen from the air through breathing. That is why we breathe continuously. In our body, there are organs that carry out the work of respiration. Now, even if you are sleeping, अगर आप लोगों का कोई घर में सो भी रहा है तो अगर आप लोग देखोगे ना ध्यान से, you will find that they are still breathing. हम लोग सोते भी रहते हैं तो भी हम लोग breathe करते हैं. Now, this is a process which is going on till the time we die. ठीक है, तो ये ब्रीदिंग का जो प्रोसेस है ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है बिकॉज ये हमारे बॉडी के अंदर ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई करने में हेल्प करता है। ठीक है, इट इज द ओनली सिस्टम विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल इन टेकिंग इन एयर एंड absorbing the oxygen and giving it to each and every part of the body. ठीक है, तो ऑक्सीजन हमारे सारी बॉडी के अंदर पहुंचाने का काम ये रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम करता है। And this system has various organs in it involved. Here you can see that there are organs like the nasal cavity, हमारी nose है, हमारा mouth है, through which you take in air. Then you have the pharynx and the larynx. You have trachea. You have your lungs. Inside the lungs you have bronchi. ये जो trachea है ना, ये दो lungs के अंदर you have two pairs of lungs. Okay, remember that. And these lungs के अंदर ये जो पाइप है हमारा ट्रैकिया, ये विंड पाइप है, ये दो तरीके से दो साइड में दोनों लंग्स में एंटर होता है। दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द ब्रोंकाई। ब्रोंकाई फिर अलग अलग एक नेटवर्क फॉर्म करता है बारीक बारीक रूट्स के जैसे। ठीक है, दोज आर कॉल्ड एज ब्रोंक्यूलिस। हाँ, एंड over them you have small circular portion that you see, that is called as the alveoli. Let us learn in detail about that. When we inhale, जब हम लोग सांस अंदर लेते हैं, the air from outside goes into the trachea. ठीक है, बाहर की हवा हमारे ट्रैकिया में जाती है। ट्रैकिया इज नथिंग बट जो फूड पाइप हम लोगों का होता है। ठीक है, एंड थ्रू इट्स ब्रांचेस, अब वो क्या करती है, ट्रैकिया आगे जाकर ब्रांच हो जाती है। You all can see the branching over there, right? I'll just mark it with red so that it becomes clear to you. This is the trachea that we are talking about. Okay, this is the trachea, and this trachea then further branches out into the lungs. All right, so in the lungs, these branches divide further into smaller and smaller branches. At the end of the last branches, there are air sacs or alveoli. ठीक है, I'll show you. यहाँ जो ब्रांचेस होती है ना, ये खत्म होती है ना जहाँ पर भी, यहाँ पर ये ऐसे गोल गोल alveoli प्रेजेंट होते हैं। ठीक है, there are air sacs, इसके अंदर हवा हमारी स्टोर होती है। They are either called as air sacs or alveoli. Between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity, thoracic cavity किसे कहते हैं, the chest cavity। ठीक है, जो हमारा सीना है इसे हम लोग thoracic cavity कहते हैं। जहाँ हमारा stomach है, पेट है, वो हमारा abdominal cavity है। ठीक है, there is an organ like a flexible sheet, it is called the diaphragm. Now this sheet that you see, thoracic cavity है, lungs दिख रहे हैं सबको। lungs के बिल्कुल नीचे you can see this portion, this curved skin like structure, this is nothing but the diaphragm that we are talking about. ठीक है, this diaphragm is very important. Now, this diaphragm, why is it important? Let us understand about it in detail. The diaphragm and its movement. Diaphragm is a skin, it is a flexible skin, okay, which is placed between your thoracic cavity and your abdominal cavity, and it it acts like a partition. ठीक है, जिस तरीके से हमारी दीवारों को दीवार पार्टीशन के तौर पे यूज होती है ना, एक चीज को दूसरी चीज से अलग करती है ना, उसी तरीके से हमारे लंग्स को, हमारे स्टमक को एक दूसरे से मिलने से रोकने के लिए ये एक शीट होती है नेचुरली विच इज देयर इन आवर बॉडी, which is the diaphragm. Now here you can see when the diaphragm moves up downwards, when you're breathing, okay, when you breathe, when you take in air, what will happen, हम लोग जब हवा भरती है ना हमारी लंग्स में तो डायफ्राम नीचे की तरफ मूव होता है, ठीक है. when the diaphragm moves downward, we breathe in and the incoming air fills the alveoli in the lungs. ठीक है, alveoli सबको पता है, the branching के बाद जो air sacs होते हैं वो alveoli है. now when you breathe, जब भी हम लोग सपोज इफ यू हैव अ बलून, हम लोग जब बलून के अंदर ब्लो करेंगे तो बलून क्या होता है, बड़ा होता है और कोई भी चीज को नीचे की तरफ पुश करेगा, है ना. सेम थिंग हैपेंस इन योर बॉडी ऑल्सो. व्हेन द लंग्स एक्सपैंड, ब्रीथ करने से क्या होता है, हमारे लंग्स में हवा भर जाती है, ठीक है, and the lungs will push this diaphragm beneath downwards in the downward direction. You all can see here in the first picture, a diaphragm is being pushed downwards. When the diaphragm moves upward, air in the lungs is pushed out. और जब हम लोग एक्सहेल करते हैं तो डायफ्राम हेल्प करता है हमारे लंग्स को ऊपर मूव करने के लिए, और जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस प्रेजेंट है हमारे लंग्स में वो बाहर निकल जाती है. ओके, so this is the main functioning of the diaphragm. It is there between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. It helps, it can move. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि move नहीं कर सकता. It moves, it is flexible, so you have to remember that also, okay, it is flexible. And when does it go downwards? When you take in air, and when you give out or when you exhale air, what happens to the diaphragm? The diaphragm moves upward. Okay, let's understand about the exchange of gases. When the outside air reaches the alveoli, the oxygen in it passes into the thin blood vessels around the alveoli. जब हम लोग inhale करते हैं ना oxygen, this inhaled oxygen gets mixed with the blood vessels which is present around the alveoli. With the blood, it flows to all parts of the body. Blood के साथ साथ ये oxygen हर part of the body में जाता है. At the same time, the carbon dioxide that is brought by the blood from all parts of the body enters the air in the alveoli. जैसे जैसे हमारे बॉडी के अंदर ये ऑक्सीजन कैरी करता है, हमारा जो ब्लड है, इट कैरीज ऑक्सीजन फ्रॉम द लंग्स टुवर्ड्स द बॉडी, ठीक है, ईच एंड एवरी सेल तक वो पहुंचाता है. अब हमारे जो सेल्स के अंदर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस प्रेजेंट है वो ऑक्सीजन लेकर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस ले लेता है ब्लड, एंड देन अगेन इट ट्रेवल्स टुवर्ड्स आवर लंग्स. ओके, the carbon dioxide that is brought by the blood from all parts of the body enters the air in the alveoli. ठीक है, alveoli के अंदर ये air enter करती है. When we exhale, the carbon dioxide gas is also given out with the air. In this way, an exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gas takes place in the alveoli. Alveoli are very important. It is like जैसे हमारे लंग्स के अंदर स्मॉल स्मॉल एयर सैक्स होते हैं जो ये एयर को स्टोर करते हैं. पहले जब हम लोग इनहेल करते हैं तो ये ऑक्सीजन स्टोर करते हैं एंड देन इट गिव्स आउट टू द ब्लड वेसल्स विच आर देयर नियर टू इट, और ये ब्लड ऑक्सीजन लेकर हमारी सारी बॉडी में ट्रैवल करता है. और जब ये your body gives out carbon dioxide, the same blood carries the carbon dioxide gas and brings it to the lungs. Lungs में लाएंगे तो ये जो air sacs है और the alveoli which are there, they take in that carbon dioxide and then it helps to give out this carbon dioxide gas through your nose or the mouth, okay, while breathing out. So this is how the alveoli and your lungs, your blood work together in order to provide oxygen and in order to give out carbon dioxide gas. Now along with the air that you breathe, ठीक है, हम लोग जब सांस लेते हैं तो उसके साथ साथ बहुत सारा डस्ट है, स्मोक है, वो भी प्रेजेंट होता है ना एयर के अंदर. We have learned that in our air you have various gases and along with the gases we have dust and smoke also present. ठीक है, when you are traveling, हम लोग जब चलते भी हैं या घर में भी जब हम लोग डस्टिंग वगैरह करते हैं तो हमारे घर में भी डस्ट प्रेजेंट होती है, एंड यू टेकिंग द सेम एयर इनसाइड योर बॉडी, right, in inside your lungs. तो what is actually happening, ये dust या smoke भी हमारे lungs में enter करती है, yes, but not completely, पूरी तरीके से नहीं, but why does it not go directly into your lungs? Because there are hair like structures which are called as cilia which is present. Okay, now I'll talk about it in detail. There may be many disease producing and causing microorganisms in the air also along with dust and smoke. They are harmful for the body. The inner lining of the respiratory organs has fine hair-like structures. हमारी जो पूरी respiratory organ inside your nose also, ठीक है? Inside your nose you have hair. Now those hair are a way of purifying the air that you're taking in. ठीक है, जिस तरीके से हम लोग पानी फिल्टर करते हैं ना, यू हैव अ नेट प्लेस्ड ऑन द टैप, जो हम लोग छन्नी वगैरह लगाते हैं और कपड़ा बांधते हैं ऑन द टैप ताकि हमारा पानी छान कर आए, ठीक है, गंदगी सारी इसमें रुक जाए. सेम वे यू हैव हेयर which are there in your nose which are also a way of purifying the air which is going inside your body through the nose. ठीक है, when you are taking in this air, the dust and smoke particles settle over the hair which is there in the nose. Now still there are few dust particles जो और बारीक होते हैं और minute होते हैं, they travel inside your nose, but still inside your respiratory organ also there are hair like structures. Here you can see this picture, these are called as cilia. ठीक है, on this inner lining there is also a layer of sticky substance called mucus. ठीक है, हम लोगों की नोज के अंदर हम लोगों को ये म्यूकस फील होता है, नहीं होता है, ठीक है, when you get cold and cough, आप लोग की नोज से जो निकलता है वो म्यूकस है. The dust and smoke particles stick to this substance. Thus, the harmful substance in the air cannot reach the lungs. हमारी nose के अंदर से लेकर थोड़े नीचे तक you have these cilias which are present and the mucus on which the dust particles get attached and does not enter into your lungs. Okay, so these are very important. Now, a very important topic in our textbook is the effects of smoking. You must have seen people around you smoking, and at this age we feel that it is very cool, but it is not so cool to smoke. ठीक है, why do I say this? कि smoking is not good. Let us see why it is harmful and why it is not for our health. Here you can see in this picture that there are two lungs. One pair of lungs that you see are pink in color and very healthy. Okay, this is a person's lung which does not smoke, who does not smoke. And on the right hand side you can see black color lungs. ठीक है, those lungs are the lungs of a person who used to smoke. अब ये जो black color है वो क्यों है? Let us talk about that. If one keeps smoking over a long period of time, the toxic substance in the smoke collects in the respiratory tract. Now, if you see a cigarette, now inside the cigarette there are various chemicals which are there. Now, that tobacco that is present in the cigarette or the bidi, anything that people smoke, has various harmful effects on our body or the respiratory tract. Now, this smoke that people take in during smoking, that air that enters the lung is not sufficiently purified. ठीक है, and the impurities in the air begin to accumulate in the lungs. As a result, the efficiency of the lungs is reduced. The likelihood of getting diseases of the lungs increases. You can see, अगर हमारा lung इस तरीके से काला हो जाएगा और block हो जाएगा ना, remember the cigarettes have tar in it. It has ammonia, it has nicotine, it has toluene, it has stearic acid, it has cadmium. Okay, now all these things are present where you can see ammonia is present as in the toilet cleaners. It also has it also gives out carbon monoxide जो हम लोग inhale करते हैं, which is very dangerous for our body. It also has methanol which is present in fuels. it has methane gas which is present in the sewer. गटर के अंदर जो स्मेल आती, गैस निकलती है ना, वो मीथेन गैस होती है, वो भी सिगरेट्स के अंदर से रिलीज होती है. देन यू हैव कैडमियम, जो हमारी सेल और बैटरीज के अंदर होती है, उसके अंदर वो भी केमिकल प्रेजेंट होता है. अलॉन्ग विद दैट देयर इज टार. टार मीन्स व्हाट? जो हम लोग डांबर डालते हैं ना सड़क पे, वो that tar is present. And when you're smoking, ये tar हमारे lungs के अंदर settle हो जाता है. कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड भी settle हो जाता है हमारी lungs के अंदर. और now these lungs they are not able to expand easily. ठीक है, और उस वजह से there are various diseases caused by it. Because of that, lungs अगर सही तरीके से expand नहीं होंगे, हवा नहीं भरेगी, तो क्या हमारी बॉडी को sufficient amount of oxygen मिलेगा? नहीं ना. So it is very dangerous. The solid particles in the tobacco smoke from the cigarette or बीड़ी form a sticky layer inside the alveoli. Alveoli दिख रहा है आप लोगों को, ये जो गोल गोल balls दिख रहे हैं, these are alveoli. This whatever your बीड़ी or cigarette people smoke, it forms a sticky layer and it sticks over the alveoli. अभी जो alveoli का काम क्या था? To take in oxygen and give it to the blood vessels, and take carbon dioxide and give out through your nose, right? So ये जो काम था alveoli का, अब ये काम अगर alveoli के ऊपर ये लेयर स्टिक हो जाता है, तो ये alveoli काम कर पाएगा क्या? नहीं ना. So this is what is the reason people suffer from so many diseases. This reduces the amount of oxygen supply to the body. In addition, some toxic substances in the tobacco also enters the alveoli. These ill effects lead to diseases of respiratory organs, including life-threatening diseases like lung cancer also. Many a time people who smoke a lot get lung cancer because of smoking. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये हमारे lungs अगर सही तरीके से काम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, alveoli के ऊपर अगर tar settle हो जाता है, तो हम लोग सही तरीके से breathe नहीं कर पाएंगे और बहुत सारी बीमारियां हो सकती है, and lung cancer is one of that. Another important thing that we need to know about smoking is, smoking जब हम लोग करते हैं ना, तो सिर्फ हमारे अंदर ही नहीं वो हार्मफुल गैस जाती है, हम लोग बाहर भी वो स्मोक करते हैं, बाहर भी उसका धुआं उड़ाते हैं, एंड दैट इज ऑल्सो डेंजरस टू द पीपल अराउंड. सो द पीपल हु आर देयर अराउंड द स्मोकर्स, जो लोग स्मोक करते हैं, अगर हमारे घर में कोई स्मोक करता है और हम लोग उसके आस पास बैठे हैं या कुछ भी कर रहे हैं काम, तो देयर इज अ टेंडेंसी दैट वी विल टेक दैट smoke which is coming out from the cigarette, we will take that also in our through breathing inside our body, right? The people who are there near the people who are smoking, उन्हें passive smoking passive smokers कहा जाता है ना. Why are they called like this? Because if there are people around us who smoke, then we may have to face the consequences of smoking, even if we do not smoke ourselves. That is why there is now a ban on smoking in public places. जब एक इंसान स्मोक करता है, तो उससे जो बाहर जो स्मोक रिलीज होती है, उससे जो सामने वाला इंसान है उसके अंदर भी बहुत सारी बीमारियां हो सकती है, लाइक हेडेक्स एंड सोर थ्रोट और सोर आइज. ठीक है, हमारी आइज के ऊपर इफेक्ट हो सकता है, हमारे हलक में खराश हो सकती है, सर दुख सकता है, एंड दैट इज ऑल्सो डेंजरस. ओके, so if there is anybody in the house or somebody else is smoking, you should always maintain distance from that person. Let us learn about a very interesting system in our body, that is the digestive system. Now, why do I say that it is a very interesting thing? Because when you are eating, you eat so many times in the day, right? So हमारे खाने को actually होता क्या है, कहाँ जाता है, क्या हो रहा है, उसे जानना बहुत interesting है ना? So let us learn that. First, let us understand what's the digestive system. Now, here in this picture, you can see a entire picture of the digestive system. The digestive system is the part in your body that digests your food. हमारा खाने को ये हजम करता है. It starts from your mouth to your intestine. The 6 main parts are the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, pancreas, and the rectum. Okay, so these are very important parts in your digestive system. The process of digestion begins as soon as you take in food. When you take in food, हमारे मुंह में जैसे ही खाना जाता है, हमारा digestive system काम करना शुरू कर देता है. The teeth, the tongue, and the saliva all help to convert the food into small, soft, moist ball called as bolus, which is easy to swallow. हम लोग जब चबाते हैं, हम लोग रोटी सीधी सीधी निगलते नहीं हैं. हम लोग कभी भी चपाती है, राइस, हम लोग चबाते हैं उसे. And you're chewing it, your teeth, your tongue, and your saliva is released in your mouth ताकि ये खाना easily break down हो सके और ये हमारे हलक से आसानी से उतर सके. ठीक है? So that the bolus which passes through the esophagus into the stomach. Now in this picture also you can see from the mouth the bolus, it goes into the esophagus. From the esophagus it is going into the stomach. From the stomach it is going into the small intestine. From the small intestine it goes into the large intestine. Okay, let us talk about the different organs here. The different parts of the alimentary canal have different structures and function. Now from your mouth till the rectum there is one food pipeline. Okay, जैसा हमारी pipeline होती है ना, उसी तरीके से ये alimentary canal है. ठीक है, जो हमारे फूड को पास ऑन करता रहता है अलग अलग तरह, अलग अलग जगहों पर. ठीक है, so this alimentary canal is very important. These different parts are called the digestive organs that you see in this picture. Certain glands outside the alimentary canal assist the process of digestion, like the liver, gallbladder, pancreas. These are few organs which are not directly attached to the digestive alimentary canal, but which are releasing certain chemicals which are helping in the digestion of the food that you're eating. Okay? Let us first start with the alimentary canal. The food we eat is digested in our body. That is, substances that can mix with the blood are formed from the food. This process takes place in different parts of a long and flexible tube inside our body. You can see from the mouth till the anus, you can see that there is one tube-like structure. Okay, this tube is called as the alimentary canal. The upper end of this tube is the mouth and the lower end is called the anus. Even if there is a continuous tube going from the mouth to the anus, the shape of this tube is not the same in all its parts. एक सेम ट्यूब जा रही है हमारे माउथ से लेके एनएस तक, बट ये ट्यूब का जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो एक जैसा नहीं है थ्रू आउट. कहीं पर ये मोट बड़ा है, कहीं पर ये छोटा है, कहीं पर ये थिन है. ठीक है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन के कौन से ऑर्गन के थ्रू ये एलिमेंट्री कनाल पास हो रही है. From the mouth, the food enters into the esophagus, that is the tube-like structure that you see. From the tube-like structure, it enters into the stomach. The stomach is shaped like a bag. Everybody can see in this picture. Here the food is churned. मतलब जो खाया हुआ खाना है हमारा, अब ये यहाँ पर और बारीक पीसा जाता है. The digestive juices in the stomach bring about some digestive processes. Here in the stomach you have some digestive juices which are present, liquids which are there. ये क्या करते हैं, हमारे खाने को और break down करते हैं. ठीक है, at the same time some disease producing germs in the food are also destroyed. These digestive juices also destroy the germs that you take in. Sometimes you tend to eat your food without washing your hands. हमारे हाथ में कितने germs होते हैं. ठीक है, that enters into your body. अब ये हमारे body में enter करते हैं तो हमारे digestive system के अंदर this stomach has certain juices which can kill these germs also. ठीक है, not all but some. The food changes into a thin slurry in the stomach. अब ये जो खाना, जो मोटा मोटा खाना हम लोग ने खाए थे, अब ये पतला slurry बन गया है. ठीक है, inside the stomach. Now this food, this slurry, then it passes into the small intestine. Now let us have a look at the small intestine. Here you can see the small intestine. ये जो बीच में से ट्यूब है, पिंक कलर की ट्यूब जैसे लग रहा है, ट्विस्टेड करके रख किसी ने भर दिया है पेट में. These are the small intestine. The small intestine of an adult is about 7 meters long. Now you can imagine कितना बड़ा है आपका small intestine. अगर इसे हम लोग खोलेंगे ना तो 7 meters लंबा है ये. imagine you all can actually measure it and see how long is your small intestine. ठीक है, आप लोग एक measuring tape लो और measure करो कि 7 meters कितना होता है, and you can imagine how long is the small intestine. The digestive juices in the intestine bring about several digestive processes. The secretion of some glands also help the process of digestion. ये जो हम लोगों के पेट के अंदर जो डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस प्रेजेंट है, ये हमारे खाने को ब्रेक डाउन करता है. अब ये ब्रेक डाउन होने के बाद में ये हमारे जो दूसरे ग्लैंड्स है, लाइक द गॉल ब्लैडर और द पैनक्रियाज, द लिवर विच इज देयर, they also give out certain chemicals which help in the digestion. As a result of all the digestive processes, certain substances are produced. These are useful to the body and can mix with the blood. अब ये जो भी हम लोग खा रहे हैं, खाते हैं, ये स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में जाकर ये हम लोगों को इसमें से न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिलने वाले हैं. ठीक है, सो इन द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन दे आर अब्सॉर्ब्ड इनटू द ब्लड. ब्लड इसे अब्सॉर्ब कर लेता है. अब ये इसके अंदर जो भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स हम लोगों ने खाए हैं, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के थ्रू हमारे ब्लड में चला जाएगा. द रिमेनिंग सब्सटेंसेस पास थ्रू द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. अब जो भी बच गया है कचरा वो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में जाता है. नाउ द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन ऑफ एन अडल्ट इज अबाउट 1.5 मीटर लॉन्ग. ओके, 1.5 मीटर लंबा हमारा लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन होता है. Your substances are absorbed into the body and what remains are the feces or stools. Now स्टिल अगर खाने में कुछ भी अच्छी चीज बच गई है, न्यूट्रिएंट्स कुछ भी बच गया, तो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन उसे अब्सॉर्ब कर लेता है और लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन भी उसे अब्सॉर्ब करके ब्लड में दे देता है और वो हम लोगों के बॉडी में पहुंच जाता है. ठीक है, एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स फ्रॉम द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, अब जो भी गंदा बचा है, जो भी हम लोगों की बॉडी के अंदर रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, उसमें कुछ भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स नहीं है, वो फीसिस होते हैं या स्टूल्स होते हैं जो हम लोग टॉयलेट करते हैं. That is what is left behind and that comes out through the anus. Okay, so this is how the digestive system works. Now this is the picture of the liver, the gallbladder, pancreas and the bile passage. These are also important organs which assist in the digestive system. ठीक है, इसके अंदर से जो juices निकलते हैं, इसके अंदर से जो chemicals निकलते हैं, they help in the process of digestion as well. Alright, I hope this much is clear to all of you. Okay, so this red color thing that you see, this is the liver. The green color thing that you see, that is the gallbladder, and this yellow portion that you see elongated, this is the pancreas. Okay, so these are all very important. I hope with this part is clear to all of you. If you like our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students.
This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.